There's a pretty shocking thing in this week's parasha where God commands the Jewish people to make room for people who killed negligently. And you might think, room for people? What? But in fact, when God instructs Moses, our teacher, how to divide up the land, he tells him, you need to set aside 6 cities, 3 on the eastern side of the Jordan River, 3 on the western side of the Jordan River, for people who killed negligently. And those cities will actually be under the ownership, the control of the Levites. Now the thing is, somebody who killed negligently, according to the Torah, is not liable to the death penalty. Rather, they have some kind of a mini exile within the land of Israel. They can flee to one of these cities of refuge, as they're called, and they can't leave that city until the great priest, i.e. the Kohen Gadol, passes away. Now, it's not just them who have particular laws about their places. The Levites don't have a area in general which belongs to them. They're granted cities within the territorial possessions of each tribe, a total of 42 cities, in addition to the 6 cities that they control, in which they'll also receive these negligent killers. The broader picture is even more interesting because you see that the tribe of Menashe, one segment of the broader tribe of Joseph, which subdivided, requests that the daughters of Tzlofchad, who had an inheritance in the land, for technical reasons we won't get to, that they not marry out of the tribe. Not that they not marry out of Israel, which was a foregone conclusion, but they not marry out of the tribe so that the land shouldn't be reapportioned to a different tribe. Now, why would that be a problem? Let them marry some, distant relative from another tribe. We're all, one great family, aren't we? And we are. But the point is that the land of Israel is unique for the people of Israel because everyone, even negligent killers, has their own place in it. And if you take from one tribe to give it to another tribe, it just doesn't work. People can't find their place. Finding your place is not just a physical thing, of course, it's also an emotional, spiritual, a communal thing. But it's also very much a physical thing. And we need to recognize that and appreciate, in particular, the people who are sacrificing so much of themselves. The hilltop youth, quote unquote, many of which are not really youth. We're talking about people in their 20s, their 30s, sometimes even to their 40s and 50s, who go to, for example, the border with Jordan, where there have been a lot of drugs and weapons smuggled into Israel from Jordan, and establish farms there. And those farms deter the smugglers from going there. And likewise, when they establish these farms along routes in Judea and Samaria, that dramatically decreases the stones thrown at passing vehicles, which was, a regular occurrence and has dramatically decreased thanks to these people. And we need to appreciate that they are saving the land in a great degree for us and benefiting the people of Israel in general. And we need to be appreciative of these people who are sacrificing themselves, not just for themselves, but for all of us, because each of us needs to be able to find our place in the land. And if we lose it to terrorists or criminals of varying stripes and colors, we'll have trouble not just for our safety, but for everyone to find their own place. Shabbat shalom.